The scrapping of the 1% ad valorem tax on exported tea is a relief of sorts to tea players and mainly the small-scale tea farmers who for the past 1 year have had to receive a lower buying price of their commodity from the tea auction in Mombasa, where tea brokers had been required to surrender some 1% of their purchased tea for export.
400 million kilos of tea sold for export at an average price of about $2 works out to about $800 million. Work out 1% of that is the impact it had.
Even as farmers and tea players received its scrapping through the budget, some are of the opinion that the ad valorem tax was a lesser challenge to them compared to other factors of production, such as the cost of power, which they consider more important.
Industrial producers, particularly in tea, is about 10% of our total costs. We hoped that this would be reduced to about, or would rather come down to about 5%.
The increase in road maintenance levy is also not good news to the tea industry.
It means that the transporters ferrying our teas down to Mombasa are going to ask for an increase in their transportation costs.
The recently introduced fertilizer and seed subsidy for tea farmers was among other positives for farmers in this year's budget. Tea continues to be an expensive local product owing to the taxes it attracts in itself and its packaging. This has seen only 7% of tea consumed locally, with the rest being shelved for export. Tea players in the country say they hope that in future the budget will be inclusive of monies to assist them in better marketing strategies. Even as Kenya remains the world's largest exporter of tea, it is still relying on three of its traditional markets, that is Pakistan, the Middle East and the United Kingdom. Tea players have currently been eyeing three even larger consumers of tea, but they have not been able to access these markets. Now they are pleading with the government to put in marketing strategies, money and even government policy to ensure Kenyan tea has its access to the Chinese market, the Russian market and the American market, which are currently the three largest tea markets in the world. Loise Wangui, NTV, in the county of Nandi.